All right. Here we are live again con voi everyone. Continuiamo con te piovra e con voi everyone.
Voi?
All right, so we are
Con
here
te,
for our
con voi.
26th episode of the Damanhur Talks. And today, since we are close to the summer solstice, we will use this talk to talk about it and to talk about how in Damanhur we celebrate the summer solstice and what are the meanings that we give to the summer solstice, but in general to those rituals that during the year are part of our celebration.
Yes.
As you may know, your questions are
Entello,
the
sorry. Can you try to
core
turn off
of
your video?
this process. Welcome.
Entello, sorry. Can you try to turn off your video? Because I think there
Okay,
is some problem. Yeah, now it's better. Okay.
let's see. So I was just saying that here your questions are always welcome, and we will try to give more attention to it.
Yes.
And here below the video there is the description with all the information about how to connect with us, to our communities, to our visits. So in case you want to visit us, you want to do courses with us, so here below the video, for those who are from YouTube, you can find all this information. So I see that now Piovra is not connected, but I think we can go,
Yeah,
Gnomo,
she has
and
some
then if she's
mistake,
coming.
she has some mistake with connection. She's trying to reconnect.
Yeah. So first of all, I think that everyone more or less know what is a solstice or a summer solstice. But of course, I think you are interested to better understand how Damanhur celebrate a summer solstice. Is it a party? Is it about dancing? Is it about a ritual? So Gnomo, please help us to better understand what's the perspective of Damanhur when we talk about solstice, and what do we do, how we do celebrate and approach to it.
Yes. First of all, Damanhur consider the ritual as a way to create a solid and rhythmic connection with the nature, with the planet. In practice, something very real, something that for us means to have a constant every year, a constant way to create a sort of fine tuning with Mother Nature, thanks to the rituals. So the ritual itself is a rhythm. That's why a ritual and a rhythm, they are so similar as a terms. And it is also a way to celebrate a sort of larger breath of the planet, a double breath of a planet, because in the in one hemisphere is winter, in the other hemisphere is summer, and so celebrating together both the two different solstices. We have people also in Australia that are going to celebrate the same ritual during the same days of the celebration we do in Damanhur and in the other place all over the world. In this way, we are both celebrating together summer and winter solstice. It seems that is like a double breath, where we are in the same time celebrating and connecting together the inhale of a planet and the exhale of the energy of the planet. It's a very ancient tradition based on the idea that the connection is one of the effects of the spiritual ecosystem. In other words, to be part of an ecosystem means to breathe together with the same breath. To do that, we have to create a very practical connection with the planet. Solstices and equinoxes, as these, in all the history of mankind, they are always used to create this very deep and continuous connection between the human being and the other species. The solstice is also a moment where we are celebrating with the plant world, with plants. So, in other words, the celebration is also a moment where we are not only celebrating a human ritual, but the celebration is both a ritual where we are celebrating with plants, because they are also celebrating the ritual. They are also connecting with other species of the planet, and together we are sending, as a species, a signal to the universe. In many traditions, the moment of the ritual, at the moment of solstice, is the moment where we send the signal to the galaxies that we exist, that we are evolving, that we are taking part of the evolution of a planet. Damanhur celebrate the solstices rituals from 1975, keeping the tradition from other people, keeping the tradition from other people. We celebrate the solstice rituals from 1975. It means that we chosen to be constant over time as humanity, to continue from the heritage of other people of the planet, this role of to be connected, in tune with the rest of species of the planet, because the target is to reawake the entire planet, the entire species of the planet, not only human being. Human being is only one species, and actually, to be honest, is the most dangerous one today. I knew that you listened a very small part of my answer, Entello, because of your struggling with internet.
Yeah. Piovra also wrote me that she has some issue with the
Yeah.
connection, so she can't be connected.
Okay.
But you are hearing me now, right?
Yes, perfectly.
All right. So I think I'll keep closing my video.
Yes.
So, Gnomo, I have a question with you. So, since I think that some people may be interested to come to visit us in order to discover the way we. Again, I've lost part of your answer, but let's try. In case you already answered, just give me this point. So, I want to ask you if it's part of our rituality to use elements like music, dancing, or praying. Are these ingredients part of the way the Damanhur celebrate the solstice and so on? Because of course there are many ways in the planet to celebrate this moment. And so I want to ask you if art in its different shapes is it part of the ritual or not?
Okay. Let's say that there is some part of the ritual that is mandatory. Is some part of it, for example, the fire, the people, the timing of the ritual is mandatory. Other part of the ritual, for example, songs, dance, prayers, is not is like the side of the plate. So it's delicious. It's better, It's an enhancing of it, but is not mandatory. For the very important, very important part of the ritual is the fire, the field, the continuity of the people, and the preparation of the ritual. But I want to come back to your previous question about the people that they come to Damanhur for the rituals. The moment of the solstices and the equinoxes in Damanhur, it's always a moment where we um, where we meet many people from all over the world. They come, they're very welcome. They come because they want to celebrate the ritual in Damanhur. It's also a moment where we can exchange, where we can connect with other communities, with other projects, with other people, to keep connection wires between people that are busy for the same target, for the evolution of humanity. And so this is a moment that the next few weeks, Damanhur will be full of people from all over the world, because Damanhur is always open to the people that they want to visit us. And this is also a moment where we usually do theater, shows, music. So it's a moment where we like to celebrate together, also outside the ritual, all around the days of the ritual, having meetings, having fun together, connecting people. Connection and networks are very important, especially today.
Thank you, Gnomo.
You're welcome.
And there is another point that I think is it's, let's say, helping us to connect with other topics that we have touched in the past live stream, which is the plant world. What's the role that the plant world, the nature spirits play in such a ritual? I mean, do they have a part in this ritual, and which one it is? So nature in itself, and especially the plant world.
Mhm. Um, the plant world as the main part of is the main part of the ritual. We are, as human beings, we participate as one of the main species that can collaborate, but the main part of the ritual is driven by the plant world because it's larger and more complete and more conscious than us as a species. So we have to put the question upside down. Do human being has a part in the solstice and the rituals with the plant world? Yes, if we are conscious. Because the plant world is the real owner of the planet. They don't consider themselves as an owner. They are open to share life. Uh, but in our language, I think it's better to use this kind of communication. So the real owner is the plant world. We are hosted on this planet. And thanks to the plant world, we can be part of the celebration of the ritual. I think this is the best way to see the problem. Do you like it?
Yeah. It's a. I think it's a way to reframe our
Yes.
participation to this planet. So yeah, I really like it.
Or our disasters and damages with it.
Yeah. In the live stream that we have done in the Italian just Tuesday, someone raised a topic about like to such a moment. Uh, it exists a preparation. I mean, something that you as a Manurian do to prepare to a ritual. I mean, like you are coming just out of your work and go to the ritual, or do you fast, or do you eat specific food, or I mean, is there something that happens before the ritual that prepare the people to the ritual or not?
Yes, for sure. To really be part of the ritual, it's important to be prepared. To be prepared can be, colored in several ways. People, they prefer to do fasting because they are um, they are more comfortable with this approach. People, they prefer, for example, to work into the temple, to offer time inside the temple as a devotion. People, they are part of the preparation of the ritual, so they spend time to help the ritual to be a best, a very good ritual. So there are many people involved, and there are many ways to prepare yourself to the ritual. Inside the school of medit action, there are basic aspects that we have to consider, that we have to apply. So there is a preparation, and this preparation is a way to enter step by step before the ritual inside the right frequency, in order to be completely ready in the moment where this gate will be open. It's a helpful way to really be part of a ritual and not only to be like a guest of the ritual. uh, mm, doesn't matter if you are a Damanhurian citizen or a person that is just arrived from all over the world, to be part of the ritual. Doesn't matter if you're Damanhurian or not. It's a matter of to want to be part of it.
Right. So it's a part of personal free will and a choice to be there.
And personal effort.
But Nyomo, how many other big, like such big rituals in Damanhur we celebrate during the year? And because like it's just a solstice. I mean, sometimes we have talk about the equinox and others. So if you can give us a perspective of the other rituals, and yeah,
Can you repeat, please, because the sound?
it's not perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Are there other rituals that Damanhurians celebrate during the year apart from
Yes.
the solstice?
Yes. Equinoxes. So in the middle between summer and winter, so in fall and in spring, the two moments where the light and the dark is the same amount of hours, so the planet is in equilibrium. Um, is the moment where more than the solstices, the two different hemispheres are really connected. Okay, because instead of the summer and winter solstices, for example, here in Italy will be summer, we hope. In Australia is winter, so there is cold. Here is warm, and so the two ritual are mm, reflected, but not the same. During the equinoxes, the spring equinoxes and the fall equinoxes are very similar in terms of temperature, in terms of vibration of the nature, in terms of light and dark. And the fifth ritual that for us is very important is the ritual of the death, the moment where we celebrate all the people died, all the people not incarnated, without a body, temporary without a body. So the moment where we celebrate the connection between the material world, the the world we can perceive with our senses, and the world beyond, the world of beyond. Of course, every ritual has a preparation in order to enter in this vibration during the previous day in the right way.
Thank you, Nyomo. And we have touched also in the Italian live stream, which I think is interesting to deepen also in this one. the ritual of the oracle and the Damanhur jet, which are rituals that we celebrate monthly, but let's say are part of the Damanhur philosophy and relationship with different forces, with natures, and so on. Again, all these events, the celebration, you are welcome to participate to the solstice, equinox, but also to what I just call the ritual of the oracle and the Damanhur jet, which I think we should dedicate specific live stream to these two rituals. But Nyamo, since some people know about it because in our blogs, in our communities, we talk about them, can you just say a few things about these two rituals just to let everyone understand what we are talking about?
Yes, I only lost the names of the two rituals.
The oracle and Damanhur jet.
In that project, okay. So are both monthly rituals, but with two very different targets. In some way, two very different targets. The Damanhur jet is a moment where everyone that wants to join us has a direct connection with the sort of with the divine forces that is shaped, designed by Damanhur during the entire 50 year of life of Damanhur. So a sort of new god, okay, able to send the message of Damanhur to the other gods. The moment of the equinoxes, the moment of oracle, that is both also monthly. The moment of the oracle is a moment where we are connected with many forces of human being, especially forces that they have a very specific kind of expertise or skill, that is the power, the talent, the power, the gift of be able to look at the future and the present with a larger point of view, to help people to clarify and to better define your own projects. That's why during the ritual of the oracle, there are also people that they come with questions. You have to prepare in advance the question, to send the question to the oracle, and the next during the next celebration of the oracle, usually if there is the answer, you will be called. Can you come, because this time will be ready your answer, and you can also receive an answer from the divine forces, something that can help you to extend and clarify the vision of the future from a better perspective.
Thank you, Nyomo. I think again that it's so interesting, this topic connected with this two ritual, that I think we should organize a specific live stream with someone that take care of the oracle and have it here to really share how beauty is this celebration that we are doing in Damanhur.
Yeah, it's also very choreographic because they use many different kind of symbols. For example, something that maybe the people they don't realize, because you have to know, before the ritual, the people of the oracle, so the people that they will celebrate the oracle, there are many people involved during the ritual of the oracle, many officiants, more than 10, 15 people involved during a single oracle. Before the ritual, some hour before the ritual, they come, because now I'm talking from the Temple of Humankind. They come to the temple and they take several different chalice and other magical instruments. They use these all those instruments during the ritual, and at the end of the ritual, they bring back all the instrument, the magical instrument inside the temple of humankind. So it's a moment where we show and we use a lot of magical instruments. Instrument, maybe it's important to talk about that. Every instrument, every magical instrument is prepared from decades. There are Damanhurian instruments we prepared from 1975, 1980. So magical instrument full of time, full of different layers of time.
Thank you, Nyomo. And I want to ask you something. I have two more questions for you. One is connected with the places where we celebrate this ritual. So, is it possible to celebrate it everywhere, in every place, wherever you want, or do the Damanhurians dedicate a specific place to do such a ritual?
Wherever you want.
Wherever you are.
So, theoretically, so in a perfect world, you can celebrate such a ritual like that everywhere all over the world. But you have some very strong limitation. First of all, if you celebrate those rituals close to the synchronic lines, the ritual has a better effect. Second, if the place it's used is used for more than you use that place and more than the place is charged. It seems that a place that it's used by from decades and the place that is close to synchronic line is a better place to have a better effect. So you can do it at home.
You can.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
But you
Uh,
you live very close to the open temple of the mill.
yeah. It's in my garden. It's in my
Yeah,
garden, I could
it's your
say.
large garden.
It's in my
Okay.
large garden. So, Nyamo, yeah, last question for you. Then, if you have something to add, of course, you're free to do it. And I want to ask you if you want to share with everyone how, I mean, we have said that we do prepare to such a moment. So even if someone will not come to Damanhur, anyhow the solstice will happen in those days. What would be your suggestion to better prepare to such a moment? Um, Starting from your experience, what you have noticed, if you can share a suggestion about how could we prepare ourselves to better celebrate such an important moment.
Yes. Maybe we can distinguish between two. Imagine that are two large group of people all around the world. There are people, especially today in the Western culture, that if they don't understand, if they don't know what they are going to do, it's uncomfortable. So those kind of people, they need to know, they need to understand, and so we have to be ready to explain, to describe, to talk with the people about what we are going to do. It's a way to help people to understand, because there are those people, they need to know. For example, like a researcher, from my point of view, it's very important to understand, to know. There is another kind of people that I really I really like. Um, I'm envious that are the mystics people that they prefer to feel. So they are more connected to the earth. They are more connected to the emotion. For those people, a way to be ready, to be in tune with the ritual is to use silent, uh, contact with nature, fasting if they love, if they like it, if they are comfortable with it. So a more different kind of preparation. And there are also people in the middle, people that they want to know, but also they want to feel. Because human being, it's like a painting, it's made by many colors. And so I think that we can describe in a nutshell something like that.
Thank you, Gnomo. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
So that was my last question. But if you have something you want to
Is
add,
your third last question?
yeah.
Please.
If you feel that there is something more to be added to this conversation, or otherwise,
I think so.
my invitation is to,
I
since this
think
is an
so.
open, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Um, Today we are experiences all around the world, a lot of tensions, war, uh, ma- tons, of problems. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of people died because of the stupidity of human being. I don't want to talk about left, right, up and down, Hebrew, Russian. No, I don't want to talk about that. I'm talking about conflict as a way of communication of human, stupid way of communication of human being. So create networks, having people that they meet together, sharing life, whatever they do. It's a very good way to create a sort of medicine, a sort of healing of this suffering, this pain. We have to create networks. We have to understand that connecting together with other people, it's better to talk instead to fight. But we have to connect. We have to build networks. So my dream, my suggestion, my last word is it's very good to celebrate together a ritual because it's also an excuse to meet people and to create networks.
Thank you, Nyomo. I think it's
Thank you too,
super important to
and
nowadays to be
thank
connected
you to
with this.
Piovra. She tried to connect, but was um, a really impossible,
We will
challenging.
try to invite her again. We will try again. We will
Okay.
not surrender.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
very
Nyomo, and
much,
thank you, everyone. See
and
you in
have a
the
nice
next live
solstice,
stream.
Entello.
Yes, you too.
Con
Con
voi.
voi, everyone. Con voi, con voi.